Back to jail for shooting these people. I ain't no going back to jail for shooting these people. That's when the shit really just hit the fan. Like, man, I can't go to trial again because I'm facing the same judge and this bitch was already just trying to dunk me not too long ago for this other shit I had did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what's crazy, man? Sure. Hey, one time when I had got out that first time on that monitor, I had to go report every day, right? Yeah. Hey, this nigga took me to go piss on a piss test. You know, I came home right back fucking up. I'm young and a bitch, I don't give a damn. I'm 18 years old, I'm fucking up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go in here and take a piss test. I tell this nigga, hey, bitch, I need you to piss for me. And you know what I'm saying? I gotta go in here and piss. You know what I'm saying? EJ wasn't doing no drugs, none of that shit. Yeah. Woo-woo. I go in there, dump the piss in the jar, goddamn me, come back out. Next day, I gotta go report, because I had intensive supervision. I mean, I had to report every day. Motherfucking PO telling me, man, you taking steroids? I'm like, hell no, I ain't taking steroids. He like, man, you got some damn steroids in your system or something. I'm like, man, I know goddamn well this nigga didn't just set me up put me in a trick bag like that. You hear me?
Damn.
You hear me? Damn. I'm like, yeah, I got handlebars and weed in my system. Yeah. I should have just pissed my own goddamn piss.
What you end up saying? You end up saying like just,
I told that nigga, bitch, you using steroids? What you talking about?
Damn. Let us find out. Shit. I don't.
Man, somebody sent this to me. I don't know if they was from Dallas. So apparently Errol Spence had a homeboy named Jackpot. And Errol snitched on him. He basically was saying that, Errol wanted to come to the hood. I'm paraphrasing and roll with the hood niggas. I grew up with dudes like that my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with dudes who parents had nice cars, careers, and they wanted to go to the hood. But he said something, and I'm going to put that clip first. He said that, allegedly Errol took him to go drop when he got out of jail, or he was on papers, and he used Errol piss, and the PO said Errol was on steroids. He said the piss was on steroids, allegedly. And now that you starting to think about it, it make a lot of sense. PBC don't be testing. They don't be testing. And he said when he took that piss, and did he, was he dry snitching? People say he dry snitching. What's so funny? It's like the Hitchison thing. Everybody say Hitchison was snitching, but somebody say Tank took down his original Twitter because he was snitching on the situation. And, with him saying this stuff, man, it don't really surprise me none. It don't surprise me none. Because remember, it was the whole thing. He was in USADA, or they didn't want to test for the Kell Brook fight. And PBC don't be letting their drug testing be known. It's so funny how the promoters control the narratives when they start coming to these fighters and who ducking and who going drug. But that dude, Larry Wade, that was training Caleb Plant and Sean Porter, he had a steroid scandal when he was an Olympic sprinter. He had a steroid. I mean, remember Hernandez? He trained right now with David Benavidez, Alex Ariza for years for Pacquiao. And, the time period that he was kind of saying he was on that shit, it sounded like he was still in the amateurs when he said that. And, do it surprise you, bro? This is why, a lot of these dudes won't speak up against the system too, is because Al Hammond got dirt on these niggas, man. I'm telling y'all, Al got a lot of dirt on these niggas. But thumbs up the video. All this is allegedly based on what old boy said. So does this surprise me? No. If you look, a lot of these motherfuckers, Devin said the WBC don't even be testing niggas. That ain't the first time I heard that. So now they fighting every year and every 18 months and every 12 to 18 months. Why do you think that is? Now that they done implemented random drug testing. Okay. I cycle off of it for the fight. I get on it and cycle off of it and still get the benefits of it. Then a lot of the drug testing when you're dealing with PBC, even when Sean Porter fought Bud, it seemed like allegedly, I'm assuming, whatever, that part of the signing to fight a PBC fighter is keeping the drug testing under wraps. If it's confidential and somebody pop hot, they probably pay them money not to say shit. Okay, you gotta give him this. Like, bro, this dude just said he took Errol. He said this. This is not me assuming. His boy Jackpot said he took Errol Spence piss and he had to go drop. And the dude, he went to go drop. His PO said, "You on steroids? You had steroids in your piss." Now, could he be lying? He could. But he also said Errol snitched on him. He said they used to go to parties to fight. And I ain't really never rock with niggas that look for a fight, bro. Like, that's dusty, dirty activity. And Earl was probably one of them niggas that learned to box and he wanted to beat niggas up. And I feel it, you know. He wanted to prove that he was hood. And like I said, it's always the dudes that come from 2-parent households, you know, that for whatever reason, you don't attract. A lot of them niggas don't. This is why a lot of, you know, families move out the way, because them type of dudes usually attract the wrong type of crowd. Because he everything that the culture say you should be, a hood nigga. He come from poor. I think about every nigga that I ain't had no pot to piss in. I came up, my mama didn't have this. She with our motherfucking shoes and flip flops and Ziploc bags, and I seen a bow all about my school bag. You know what I'm saying? It's always, you know, niggas who ain't had shit. This nigga say he had daddy. His mama was struggling. Earl let him stay at his crib. You know, took care of him, and he ain't give a fuck. Did 15. Got out. Did 15. But he said, you know, they did a fight. You know, he flight. And Earl, they took Earl car. They took their car. So they must have been about 16 to 18. And he said Earl and them snitched on him. He said Earl snitched on me. Earl did paperwork on me. So that's why he slipped in. Earl was on that shit. And regardless if you a solid nigga, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna, you know, you a solid. As solid as he say he was in the pen, you know, just because a nigga do that to you don't mean you say that to him. But he said he couldn't wait to say that shit. And then, you know, he kept harping in the interview. You know, he kept harping and saying that he kept harping and saying that that you go to jail, you know, you supposed to hold your people down, and it don't sound like Errol forgot about him. When you live in life, bro, you ain't stopping writing letters to niggas and shit like that. No way. But yeah, he said Errol snitched on him. Errol, you know, he said, you know, maybe I didn't explain the rules to Errol about the streets, but niggas already know, bro. You grow up, if you're around that environment, bro, you already know. It ain't no explaining, bro. If you really around them niggas every day, bro, even if you don't come to that world, but you going to the hood, you know. Everybody in the hood know. From the Alibaba who run the liquor store to the school kids. Think about The Wire. All the kids from Jit High all the way to high school understood the ramification of snitching. That's real life shit. We all know that. We all know that, bro. So, you know, am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised, bro. PBC keep that shit under wraps, bro. And probably when he fought Bud, it probably was some real ass testing, dog. And he had to test for real. Remember, they let Keith Thurman fight Pacquiao about a month out until we made them videos about them not testing. And Keith said something and they made him test. So, of course, all of a sudden, nigga ribs get hurt. All of a sudden, nigga shoulder get all this shit. I don't know. All this shit, he don't look right. Of course, they probably cycled the nigga off that shit for that fight. They probably cycled him on. He probably started cycling. That's probably one of the main reasons he didn't want to fight Crawford, bro. He probably had to cycle off that shit. That's why they ain't wanted to really do no inter cross fights or joint fights. Because it's going to be hard to sweep that drug shit up under the rug. It's hard to sweep that drug shit up under the rug. I keep telling y'all that shit, man. Y'all just think this cross the street shit was about money. It wasn't about money or just about money. A lot of these niggas cheating, and I've been saying it. A lot of these Hectors, a lot of these niggas, they cheating, bruh. They cheat, man. I know niggas ain't gonna believe me, but hey, It is what it is, or it is what it ain't. Hit the link in the description. Find me on X, Instagram, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. I'm everywhere. Facebook, we doing good work on there. Everything is in the link in the description. Say find me everywhere. Join the Patreon, Pete.
And then even you, shout out Rainwater as far as putting you on this platform or getting me a hold of you. You took a charge where one of boxing greats, they say, Errol Spence Jr., EJ, was part of that charge in which there's possibly paperwork out there that
it's
got
paperwork,
you. Oh,
sure.
not possibly. Okay, all right.
Possible nothing.
All right, so there's paperwork on there that he got you kind of pointed the finger right then and there.
Yeah, he told on him.
So let's speak.